Hello and welcome to the Highland Motorsport Park on the South Island of New Zealand. I think it's the South Island, don't count me on that. Where we have just had the qualifying session for the penultimate round of the season. It is the New Zealand Grand Prix. The checkered flag has just flown 10 seconds ago, so it's the last chance for the drivers to get their laps in. And currently on provisional pole is Pierre Gasly. Can he improve on his lap time though as he crosses the line? Let's see. No, he won't. He stays on provisional. Oh, obviously he says on provisional pole. Who else have we got? Who's in ninth? Taylor Share. What's this lap going to look like? Is it going to be improvement? No, it's not. And I think it's Jack Doohan up next. What about no? Jack Doohan's coming to the pits. So anyone else? I think that might be it. Actually, no. I feel like these lot will have a lap in them. So Lance Stroll, and we've got Lewis Hamilton. No, it's not Hamilton. One of the McLarens. Might be Lando Norris in third place. I can't quite tell from the numbers. No, they both come into the pits, so it's over for Stroll, and it's over for Norris. Who else have we got? Anyone else? I think, oh, we got someone. Is Oscar Piastri staying out? How's he going to do? He's going to stay 6th, and whoever else was with him, I think that's Mary Boyer in the Aston Martin. It is Mary Boyer. He stays in 12th place, so I think that is it. And that is your grid. Lewis Hamilton stays out, though. What's the 7-time world champion going to do? He was pole a few weeks ago in Argentina, but it's going to be P4. He's had a brilliant end to the season. The rumours of him retiring, I mean, if he does, he'll go up for a bang, potentially. Can he finally get his last win of his career? Or will that win stay at the French Grand Prix 2 years ago? Anyway, speaking of France, it's a Frenchman on pole, and it is Pierre Gasly for 118.591. What a lap from him. And the second and third on the grid, George Russell and Lando Norris, the two currently tied on points. Going into tomorrow's Grand Prix, of course, neither of them have gotten pole, so they will stay on 143 points each. And the driver isn't that far behind them in the championship. How many points is it? 12 points behind Oliver Behrman. Well, he hasn't even set a lap. Verstappen, Lawson, home driver Liam Lawson, Charles Leclerc, Esteban Ocon, and Oliver Behrman. None of them have been able to set a lap time. That's a huge surprise, a huge shock. And it's a shame for them. Leclerc, I never actually mentioned this in the race 2 weeks ago in Brazil. That win put him into title contention. Yes, it's not really title contention, but he is now level on points with Tsunoda and Piastri. So that did actually put him 6th in the championship. So currently, the 8 drivers still in contention: Jack Doohan, Oscar Piastri, Charles Leclerc, Yuki Tsunoda, Pierre Gasly, Oliver Behrman, George Russell, and Lando Norris. Of course, Doohan is barely in title contention. He'll most likely, unless he wins and it's a poor race for everyone in front of him, that's the only way he will stay in championship contention going into Sydney. And to be honest, I think unless Norris, Russell don't score, and like the Piastri, Leclerc, Tsunoda do really well, then I don't see them staying in title contention either. Same goes for Gasly, but he does start on pole. Anyway, your grid then for tomorrow's Grand Prix. It's Behrman, Ocon, Leclerc, Lawson and Verstappen. None of them setting a lap time. Then we've got Vesti, Bortoleto back, again replacing Maloney as he's racing in Formula E this weekend. Racing later today, of course, at the Sao Paulo E-Prix. Sainz 14th. The probably penultimate race for him in the RB. Another disappointing qualifying for him. Albon 13th, Boyer in 12th, he's placing Drogovic for the same reason Bortoletto's placing Maloney. Doohan 11th, Antonelli 10th, Pourchaire 9th, Shane Van Gisbergen, this weekend's wildcard, the home driver, 3rd start in Formula 1, he got pole in his debut at the Russian Grand Prix a few years ago when he replaced Logan Sargent at Williams. He's back this time for Red Bull. And we got Tsunoda in 7th, Piastri in 6th, Stroll in 5th, Norris in 3rd, Russell in 2nd, and of course your pole sitter, Pierre Gasly. Why are they still going? Don't really get that. But let's get an onboard lap then from Pierre Gasly. I think it will be this one. Let me just make sure it is this lap. Might be this one actually. Yeah, it was that one. So let me just go back a bit. Go back a long way actually. Here we go. We'll just watch the final sector from Pierre Gasly, then we'll get an onboard lap, of course, of his pole lap, and we'll end things off after that. So, into turn 1. Actually, nope. See if we can go to the final corner. So, turn 1, flat out, very easy corner. Not really a corner, actually. The first proper corner is turn 2, 3, 4, and 5. bus stop chicane. It'll be a very tight pack going into the race there tomorrow. Then turn 6, such a long right-hander. It's almost like an oval, this one. Can't quite go flat out, you'd have to lift a little bit. Then we've got turn 7, 8, and 9. It's a weird twisty section. 7 isn't really cool, it's more just an entrance to turn 8, and then 9 as well. Long hairpin towards turn 10. Almost banked. I think it's actually banked this one. Turn 10, long left-hander. For turn 11, it's a little flick onto the back straight. Can you probably got? I mean, there's a few back straights. Then turn 12, a bit of a more of a right-hander. Then we've got 13, long flat-out left-hander before turn 14, and widens very abruptly on the left-hand side before we go down. The second longest, actually, I think this is the longest straight on the circuit, 14 to 15. Then we have turn 15 and 16 chicane left, and then right flat out over the bridge. Of course, figure of 8 circuit, the first time we've had a figure of 8 track since Suzuka in 2022. Turn 17, and then turn 18 isn't really a corner. 19 is definitely a corner. You've got a break just before you go downhill. Then we've got turn 20 flat out. 21 flat out again. For 22, is he going to go flat? No, a little bit of a lift through the final corner, and that is a lap from Pierre Gasly to put him on pole position. A very late lap indeed. It would have been his penultimate lap of the session. Anyway, that is going to be it for qualifying. Back tomorrow. It'll be 2 a.m. UK time, very early one to set your alarms for, and of course 3 p.m. local time in New Zealand. So we'll see you for that one. Goodbye.